If you've signed up for CAT and the IIMs, but you're not sure what are the other exams you should go for or which colleges should you apply for, given that there are so many B schools, then this video will give you some answers. Now here we are looking at exams and institutes where the application deadlines are around CAT. For instance, IIM Mumbai, the application deadline is 31st of Jan. We don't need to apply right now. Right now, we'd rather focus on CAT. And we can also take a more informed decision after the CAT exam. That's because you'll take your CAT on the 24th of November, and then probably in about a week, you're going to get your response sheet, or maybe even faster. Once you have your response sheet, you can jump onto mockcat.com, use our percentile predictor, and get an idea of what is the percentile that you are expecting. And you can use that to figure out whether you should be applying to IIM Mumbai or not. But these are the two exams where the applications are around CAT, and you should apply for both of them. Both of these are very good national level exams which can get you into top 20 and multiple top 40 or top 50 B schools with 100% placements and high average starting salaries. Now you can apply for ZAT maybe 1 or 2 days after CAT, but SNAP is something, and similarly, the Symbiosis B schools, I would say SIBM Pune and SCM HRD Pune are very good B schools to target. Now that the exams are out of the way, these are some of the institutes where your application deadlines are before CAT. So which one should you apply for? A little bit will depend on your own profile, how many B schools you want to target, what are the areas of specialization, or what are the roles that you are interested in, and what is your preparation level, or rather what are the marks that you are getting. Now, if your marks are commensurate to 95 to 98 percentile in the mocks that you're taking, then FMS is a must apply to B school. It's one of India's top B schools, particularly well known for marketing and consulting with very high average starting salaries and summer internship stipend. You will probably need around 99 percentile, a little bit plus minus, depending on your profile. But then even if you're getting around 95, 96 percentile, CAT can go very well, or you could prepare well over the last few days and actually get the percentile that would be required. The last thing that you want is think that, I'm a little short, should I even apply? What if you get that score and then you've not applied? So definitely this is a college that I would absolutely recommend, even if you're scoring a little lower than what would be required. The next B school that is a must apply, especially if you have a really good profile, is SP Jain. Now, SP Jain or SP JIMR is one of the B schools where if you have a great profile, then you could get a shortlist even with a lower percentile, say somewhere around 95, 96 percentile. But in case if you feel that, your profile isn't too great, or you don't have work experience or, education that's relevant, then in that case, you can still, you'll still be eligible for the profile come percentile based call, and you also have the BM program. One thing which is a little unique about SPJIMR is that you have to choose your specialization in advance. And what I would recommend here is go for something which is relevant. So if you're an engineer with no work experience, for instance, I would not recommend opting for finance or marketing, saying that, this is an area I'm interested in and I had that one subject in college, or, I've taken this one free course. Rather go for information management and definitely go for the BM program. So look for something which is relevant, whether it is in your education or in your experience, because that is what they will look for also while shortlisting you. If you're scoring a little lower, say around 90 to 95 percentile, then IAFT and MDI become really good picks. You might need a slightly higher percentile, especially for IAFT, but again, like I said, things can go your way. And even if you're scoring marks which are, around 98, 99 percentile in your mocks, I would say definitely apply to these two B schools, or at least one of them, because then, these can be sort of your safety schools, right? In case if the exam doesn't go well, then you'll probably still get a shortlist from one or both of these B schools. Aside from these, you also have IMT, whose deadline is coming up. It's in fact a day before. But this is a B school which is a little lower in the ranking. So you can decide whether you want to go for it based on the marks that you're getting and the number of B schools that you're applying for. Now, one more exam which you might consider is MyCAT, especially if you're really interested in marketing, because MICA is something which is pretty famous for marketing, and they get a lot of good roles. Here you'll have to have a good percentile in CAT or ZAT, and you have to take MyCAT, but you're getting a couple of chances and you can definitely try it out. So lot of good B schools where the deadlines are now. I would say just, look at these forms, look to fill it over the weekend and finish it off. Some people might tell you, yeah, there'll be extensions. Oh, FMS last year opened its applications well after CAT, or, ZAT will probably extend. I am somebody where I don't like to take this risk. There are years when inshoots extend, and the same inshoots might not extend the next year. Even CAT has done it, right? Some years they'll extend it by a week or 5 days, and some years they just don't extend. So don't depend on the deadline being extended, and please don't wait till the last day. The last thing you want is, stressing on 21st or 22nd because a portal is slow or you don't have some document or something like that. Finish it off right away after this video or over the weekend, right? One of those two, and then you're done, and then you can get back to your revision or test taking for CAT, right? Now, a lot of these B schools will ask you for the SOP, and that's something which IIMs and IITs are also going to ask for after the CAT exam. So if you want to know how to write a good SOP, or if you feel that you don't have the points, then stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because I'm going to break down what you should be putting in an SOP, what you shouldn't be putting in an SOP, and I'll also give you a few samples based on what is your profile like and what achievements you have. So that's it for now. Get off YouTube, either start off with these applications or jump onto mockcat.com and continue your prep. All the best.